And Jonathan, that's us. And we are so excited and saying a very good morning to Megan. How are you doing?
I'm so good, thanks. How are you all?
Very well, thank you. Did you have a good weekend?
Relaxing, yes. Chilly, yes. Quite good overall.
Very
Thank you.
chilly.
Yeah, true story. So, on the
Mm.
22nd of July, there's an event taking place, and it really looks something. We want to encourage special needs parents and caregivers to listen particularly to this interview. It's called Coffee and Conversation. Megan, tell us a bit about the motivation behind getting this up and running.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jonathan, for the opportunity. Coffee Conversations is something that we started back in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. Um, uh, it was something that I thought, and some other moms as well, some of us that have, the same way of thinking, just something where we can get together and chat, especially about things that we worry about, things that we actually just want to share amongst each other, but over a cup of coffee. It's very seldom that parents with children on the spectrum or any special needs children, their parents hardly get to ever go out. And we thought, what about just 2 hours, just getting together and chatting about something that is of interest to all of us. So it was on the 6th of April, I think 2019, yes, that myself and two other moms just thought about launching something. And what we do is I also use people that I meet along the journey, specialists, practitioners, educators, and friends who are sort of trained up in the field of special needs. And then I asked them just to come and share a topical issue. So that, in essence, is where it started. Basically, I have a WhatsApp support group also for parents. It's called Chasing Rainbows. And it's where I needed to create something that I felt I needed. There was something that I felt was lacking, someone that I could just run to, or someone where they have a child who's a bit older than mine, and they can share their experiences. Then they can just say, you okay? It's just a phase, or no two journeys are the same. And as they say, once you've met a child with autism, you've met one child with autism. They all may be on the same journey, but it's so vastly different. But the experiences, especially the experiences of the parents, could be very, very similar. So we started coffee conversations. Parents came out. We would have a speaker. I would share my story. Other parents would share their stories, because there are parents who are doing phenomenal things out there, especially in terms of having to customize the journey. Our life's journey is different to the next person. And so we learn from each other and we sort of grow together, but over a cup of coffee.
Absolutely brilliant. Wow.
So, Megan, tell us about the the topics that you're going to have on the morning.
Okay, so for this morning coming up, as I've indicated, we normally go with what's trending, or I normally choose a topic of something that's going on in our life, in our family's life. And so just as recent as May, well, we'll take it back to January. My son had his interview for an Autism Support Dog. And by the end of January, we got the letter to say that he's been approved. And so now once you get approved, you then just have to wait until they find a suitable match and the dog is trained up. On the 4th of May this year, we got the call to say a suitable dog has been matched with my son. And then in the latter part of May and sort of 2 weeks into June, I was involved with the training, the hands-on training, being the primary handler, and my son obviously would be attached to the support dog. And so Ernie joined our family. That was end of May, and he flew down from Sandton, the Sandton College of the South African Guide Dog Association's campus. That's and the trainer that we had was amazing, and he then is possibly going to come and share the story about autism support dogs with other parents. And then I also have Beth Keitel, who has joined our coffees before. She sort of noticed that in our autism WhatsApp support group that some of the parents were sharing a lot of anxiety being experienced by their kids. And hence she then put her hand up and said, let me come and speak about TREs again, which is trauma releasing exercises. Parents can do it, and then to do it with our kiddos as well, just as a coping mechanism to deal with the anxieties that are so high.
Sure, that is brilliant. That is brilliant. So let's get to the important information and how people can reserve a space. It's on the 22nd of July, starting at 11 o'clock in the morning and running until 1 o'clock. So it's just 2 hours out of your day. And it's happening at EduPlay Learning Center. But how do people get involved? Do they need to book a space? And how do they do that?
It's absolutely free. That was the whole thing from the very beginning, in that, we as parents are milked from pillar to post in terms of all the therapies and all the doctor's appointments, etc. And hence, to join us, it's absolutely free. There is a flyer that goes around, and I even posted on the Facebook page that we have for my son to share our journey. I'll post it up again. But in essence, there is an email. Everyone just needs to reply and say, so many will be in attendance. We just need the numbers in order to know that we cater, so that there is a cup of coffee for everyone, and there is a bit of a treat for everyone coming. So it's basically the numbers, and you email that to the email address that is on the flyer. I don't know if you can flag the flyer, Jonathan?
Yes, we will definitely be able to tag it. And we've also got the email address at the bottom of the screen. So, you can go check that out on our YouTube or Facebook page, and you'll be able to find it there. So thank you so much, Megan. That is really fantastic. Absolutely great. Thank you for the amazing work that you're doing. There's definitely so much more to talk about, but we don't have time this morning, but we definitely will connect with you again. And just thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you.
Huge pleasure.